Hey everyone, it's Amador. So I have a bit of a haul slash project to show you guys. I totally lost my train of thought. I was looking at my coffee cup next to me and it's half empty, so obviously there's a problem here. Anyway, if you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, or even YouTube, well, hopefully because you're watching me, but anyway, you guys know that I'm totally obsessed with making custom little onesies and t-shirts for my nephew, my chunky fat little baby nephew that's just he's the love of our whole family right now. So I was thinking, you know what, I'll probably make some custom little shirts for my dog, for Fifi. Some of you may know Fifi's a little spoiled. I'll try to throw in some pictures here that you guys will just, it's absurd, like how, like, anyway. There aren't many really, I mean, there are places you can order online, custom shirts and stuff like that, but I'm already making these for my nephew. I can do both. So I went on eBay and I found an eBay seller that has doggy shirts. Now they have them in 4 different colors. I had to double check, they're next to me. 4 different colors. You can order individuals or they have lots. They have like a sets of like with all the sizes and stuff like that. Super good price. Now that eBay seller is Ali4062, and of course I will leave a link in the description to their site. First of all, questions answered right away. Customer service, shipping, they actually got here faster than than anticipated. So super awesome. And I did have questions, so I did ask them and they answered right away. So super awesome. They're actually based in the US because, you know, when you sometimes order stuff you want to get stuff as inexpensively as possible, and then all like 99.99% of it comes from China, it can take months to get here. And I'm sorry, my sister loves ordering stuff from AliExpress. I just don't have the patience. I'd rather pay an extra $1 or $2 and get it soon, other than maybe, possibly, could be sometime within the next 3 to 17 months. So anyway, this is a seller here in the US. They're based out of California. I'm looking at the label on the box. They're based, before I... No, they're not based out of California. They're based in Oklahoma. So, I know, random, right? So check them out. I will leave a link in the description. Let me show you what I got. First of all, and I will apologize for the crinkling, but, you know, suck it up, people. I ordered, these are the 4 different colors. I ordered them in small. Now, because my dog is small, now FYI, please make sure that when you are on their site, on their store, or any of their listings, you click on it, check the images. There is a size chart. Measure your dog, you guys. I know we all love our doggies, and just like our kids, everyone is special, everyone is unique, everyone is wonderful, but some of them are fat, and some of them are not. My dog is a little fat right now, okay? My dog used to be really skinny, but she was younger, she was more active, now she has a hip problem. My dog has like better medication and better doctors than I do, basically. I could probably die tomorrow for some unknown reason. My dog, pristine, okay? So do the measuring. Take a few minutes to measure your dog. They do neck measurements and chest measurements because you all think your dogs are cute. We all think our dogs are cute and itty bitty tiny. My dog used to wear an extra small. Now she wears a small. She's a little older. She's a little chunky, just like me, you know. Still short, so my dog's a Chihuahua. So we're short, chunky, and old. That's basically what we're shooting at here. So I just kept these in the bags because I'm going to put them back in a box. So as I need them, I will pull them out. But I just wanted to show you the colors. It's a gray, black, pink, and white. So this is the small size. These are the ones I ordered. But I do also have their other sizes. So you guys have to see this. Before you order, also, if you know your dog is bigger than this, don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, you guys. And usually, let's be honest, people with smaller dogs are the ones that tend to spoil their dogs a little more. Let me put that right there. Okay, so these are the sizes that they carry. Now they also have a set. If you do have a dog with many sizes, or let's say if you guys want to go in with a friend and get, let's say one of you has a little bit bigger size, one has a little tiny die, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. You guys can get the sets, and these are the sizes that they come in. So let me show you. This is the extra small, and like I said, please, you guys, measure your dog. I measured my dog. The measurements are great. I've been on other websites. Look, I've shopped so much. I've shopped with like high-end websites in New York. I've shopped in, like, I've ordered stuff from Italy. Okay, I've ordered stuff from Europe for my dog. 90%, no, 80% of the time, the measurements, a little iffy. But you know those European sizes, they're skinnier than us, so you know they're smaller, but I digress. this one, the size that went for my dog was perfectly, it worked perfectly. So I'll show you this one. In comparison, here is the small. So this is the extra small. So you can see how small it is. And here's the funny thing, when I would go to the stores and I would be in boutiques and I would look at outfits for my dog, this is how I would measure it. If it would fit this, and if the neck would fit my wrist, because my dog used to be so small that her neck, I could put on bracelets on her. So she has like a Tiffany bracelet and stuff like that. So because the bracelets would fit her neck. Now she's a little chunky, just like me, and that doesn't work that easily. So this is the extra small. This is the small, and this is in comparison to the white one is a small size that I have for my dog. This is the extra small. She used to be this tiny. This is the small. Now this one's backwards. I'll show you because that's part of my project. Let me see. Probably better if I just take them off of here. So in comparison, this is the medium. I left the little stickers on. I took them out of the little cellophane bags because I know people like trip out and lose their mind. Like they go spaceballs about it. So this is the medium. It's a comparison to the small right there. This one is the large, and the funny thing is I lost the sticker for the extra large while I was at it. And this is and this also, so you can see the bottom of it. And by the way, this quality is really thick. It's really nice quality. It's 50% cotton and 50% polyester, so it will stand. My dog could be a savage sometimes. That's the large, and this is the extra large. This is the extra large right there. So if you have a Yorkie, a mini poodle and stuff like that, so these would fit your dogs very well. So like I said, these are the different sizes that they have, and those are the 4 different colors that they have. And because they have just the 4 colors and stuff, they can do, seriously, the price, check it out. Even if you don't customize these, price point is awesome. Because like I said, I've bought shirts and stuff like that for my dog, and yeah. So anyway, on to my project. Let me show you now my project. So these are the small size shirts, and this is from the bottom. We were watching, name the movie here. We were watching, Nathan loves watching 80s movies. I like 80s movies because, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. But, I mean, whenever we were like, oh, let's watch a movie on TV, Netflix or whatever. So last night we were Netflix and chill. He's like, it's 90% of the time he wants to watch an 80s movie. And usually I'm like, I like them and all, but come on. They're all the same. 80s movie criterias, okay? Let's see, I don't know, 4 or 5. A nipple slip, and not even a nipple slip. Like, you will see boobies in every 80s movie. There's always that one chick, there's always the bad boy, there's always the good guy, and there's always that music that all sounds the same, but you're rocking out to it. But I digress. So, we were watching Wraith, if you guys have ever seen that. If not, go check it out. It's on Netflix. It's about a guy that gets... I'm not going to give it away. So, on that movie, they have a burger place. So, and I was laughing because, they work at the little burger joint. And I'm telling Nathan, I'm like, hey, since I'm making my little nephew shirts, I'm going to make you one of those little shirts from that burger place so you can show off your belly. Because they're all cut off. In the 80s, everybody wore cut off everything. Because apparently, we didn't worry about our guts sticking out. So, and it's called Big K's Burgers. So what did I do? I went online, and by the way, these are all for personal use. So, come at me if you want to with your attorneys. But that's so horrible. But I wanted to make Fifi, and the funny thing is, I actually thought about cutting it off, like just cutting it to make it like a little bare midriff shirt. But I'm like, you know what? My dog suffered enough. Let's stop torturing her with that. So I made this Big K's Burgers. Now, I do get asked. And if I knew how to use the program, on my Mac on how to record what you're doing, I would do a tutorial. I have to really get on that to try to figure that out. And of course, I am looking for, I just had it right here. I put it aside because I said, you know what, I'm going to show them. Alright, so right now I'm using, these are the ones that I'm using, and these are from Target. This is a t-shirt transfers for white fabrics and for dark fabrics. Now, by dark fabrics, they really mean like dark blues, blacks, and stuff. The reason I use this because it's quick, it's easy, let's be honest. The onesies that I make for my nephew, because you've seen how chunky he gets, like, quickly. They're like for one time. They're for photo shoots, basically. The 1 month, the, Happy Cinco de Mayo or St. Patrick's Day or Easter or whatever. So Or they come out perfect or not the big deal. Now, one thing you do have to know with the white transfer ones, with your mirror, your image, you do have to mirror it and flip it over so it's backwards, because when you print it and then cut it and then iron it onto your piece, it has to go, you have to flip it over because you have to iron from the back. And this one, you just need a 1 sheet of copy paper to put on top, and then you iron it over. Now this one, the t-shirt transfers for the dark fabrics. Like I said, it's blacks, dark blues, dark greens. You don't have to mirror the image because it's the image has a layering in the back, which is a white layering, for it to have the color show through with the black shirts or whatever. So that one is and this one I cut with a little border around it. This one you have to cut right on the line, right on the image. Like I said, if I knew how to use that program, I would so do a tutorial. But now I figured I would try it on, because we were also talking about other things. And then I was just Googling 80s shirts and stuff like that, and like shows that I used to watch in the 90s and whatever. So this is the Big K's Burgers. So my dog can go work at Big K's Burgers. She can be a little mascot. I can cut this off so she can show her booty, show her belly. I couldn't help it. You know, it was just really cool. I just found the image. I imported it into my software, and then I did a little highlight feature so you can cut all the garbage out, whatever. But I thought it came out super, super cute. And this is what the actual place looks like. This is the logo from the t-shirts. So the second one was on the gray. I wanted to see if this light color fabric would work. So I tried it, and it did, because it's a lighter gray. It's not dark. And this is, if you guys watched Saved by the Bell, this is their t-shirt from their school. Now, in retrospect, it looks black, but it's actually like a burgundy. It's like a maroon burgundy logo. I totally wasn't paying attention that this is gray, so because I have the gray background, it made it look a little darker than it is. But if you look closer, it does have like kind of that maroon look. So if I did, these are just for fun and kicks and giggles and for my dog, so you know, whatever. And you can see here's the fabric and here's the lining. So the lining is like a clear lining, a coating, so that's fine on lighter fabrics. In retrospect, going back now, if I do make other shirts on gray, I will make the ink lighter, a lighter ink, so it will show, because basically the gray gives it more pigment, if that makes sense. But nevertheless, it's adorable as all hell, and it works. This is my doggy Fifi. Say hello, Fifi. Say hello, little Fifi's. Yes, people do talk to their dogs like that. So we're gonna put on this little shirt. By the way, she just got out of bed. So, and look, see, my doggy is. You saw that, right? You guys saw that. Oop. So there it is. Here is the Fifi, Fifi, with her Saved by the Bell little shirt. Say hi, Fifers. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just woke you up. I have to take her to the groomer. She has to go to the groomers. But look how cute. Say hi, Fifi. Hi. Hi. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah. So and I could have gotten the smaller one. Like, I have some of the other ones. But, like, I don't know. I just didn't want her, like, because, let me see. That one is a large. I mean, that one is okay, so that one is a small. This would be really snug on her, see? Be really snug. So, like I said, measure your doggies, you guys. Measure your doggies if you're going to order. Huh, Vivi? Huh. So, I will be taking a picture of her, to share with you guys on Instagram when I do post this video. So yeah, so thank you for stopping, everybody. Say bye, Fifi. Later, y'all. She said later days. And so I will talk to you guys soon. You guys take care. Check out that eBay site. Like I said, these t-shirts are super worth it, especially if you're gonna make your own little custom things for home, and even if you mess them up a little bit like I did. All right, so thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, Vives.